Hey, you're live
Hey,
now.
yo. Okay.
I forget the audio is not recording on that.
Now it's all away.
You can see it from where you're sitting, so you can check it.
Yeah. I'm just sorry, getting my life together. And we're recording. Oh, now I'm nervous.
Hey, nah, don't be. That's what editing software is for, right?
Okay. I feel cringe already. How okay? Look this thing.
Yeah, you look good.
Okay.
I look my normal, ugly, but proud.
No. You big Nietzsche, you know that.
They can eat some him.
You know?
Just might be.
Big Timothy. Alright. So welcome to my first, I guess, episode of Hear Me Out. No, not really. I don't like this already.
The professional voice is kind of crazy, though.
It's professional. Again, I switched my voice.
He was like,
I switched my voice.
Welcome to my new podcast, Hear Me Out. This is great. No, it's not new, but like, I don't know, are we co-hosts now? Or am I like co-host? Like, I'm not actually a host, but I'm like co. No.
What?
Like, you know how there's like co-hosts, but like we're both owners, but then there's like co-hosts, like, this is your show, but like I'm just living in it.
Honestly, I don't even know yet. I'm vibing. I don't know.
Nah,
Co-host,
yeah.
like I feel like every time I record, I'm gonna be recording with you, but also like if someone's like, "Yo, let's record," I'ma still do it. But I also fully expect like if you want to record something, you don't have to like wait on me and be like, "Oh, but you lose my," like I don't care, like, you know what I mean? So I guess we co-host, yeah.
Yeah.
Co-host? Yeah. Okay. Well.
Alright, welcome to our podcast. You Hear Me Out. A place for safe, not so safe conversations, just for bullshit, bro, really.
Yeah, I'll say it's a safe space for conversation, but it is gonna be controversial in the sense of like we're not always gonna see like the same opinion. I don't know.
I'm probably gonna have very different opinions than y'all want me to have, but I just feel like they need to be said out loud, you know?
You know? And like, okay, I feel like I need to get this out here now. Sometimes I'm gonna ask like leading questions like, are you sure you don't believe this? Are you sure you don't feel this way? And I might not even like, might not how I thinking, but like I have to just see like how firmly you feel on something. If you're presented with different scenarios, you know what I mean? Because like...
Yeah, because I have opinions about a lot of stuff, but I want to say I have strong emotions about a lot of things I have opinions about. I just see things and react to them, but like a lot of people are emotionally invested in stuff, and I'm not really for that.
Yeah, I just like pick it apart the topic, but I don't necessarily, I won't say care, but like...
No, I definitely don't. And sometimes I get myself in trouble because I'll argue with people.
Yeah.
And like I'll argue just to like see
yeah,
if
yeah,
they're
yeah,
gonna crack or something. Yeah. But then they'll get angry and I'm like, listen.
Like, I'm just talking. Yeah.
It's cool that you're vegetarian. Like, I don't mean anything by it.
So yeah.
No, yeah, it's a place for stuff like that. Conversations that may be controversial. Are you vegetarian? Are you evil? Maybe. But let's talk about it.
I would love to have like, boom, cut to like some kind of intro music. You know what would be really cool? If we had like a corny intro. Like, you know how like in anime when the opening, all the characters are in like a super pose and shit like that? Like, we should do like a little... Yeah, I want a power pose intro.
I'm not about to do a JoJo pose, but yes. One of the original ideas I had was like you know, like the old timey films where they... This is not a place for brainstorming. We're recording, but real quick.
Okay, yeah.
The you know the old film Countdown?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I wanted that, but like in the background of the countdown, there's like people setting up the set or something, or like just chilling and they're like, I don't know, something funny, or like bloopers or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Okay. We'll get to work on that.
Yeah.
The intro will be, it'll come soon, but we gotta start. Yeah,
you know,
this is our intro.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not mad at this because it's like as we get better, it's gonna actually be intro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we still getting the vibes together.
When it comes to get to the professional sense of it, I kind of like. I understand that there's like attraction to like the genuine. I want to say genuinity, but I know
authenticity.
That's not a word. Authenticity. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, like because no one starts out like on some professional grade.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're like an industry player.
It sounds
wink, wink.
It sounds professional because not practice, but it just came with time. So like to them, it is like a natural thing. To us, it's like, oh, that sounds so clean cut. Yeah. But it's not nothing. You know what I mean?
I believe like how we have like this intro area right here. I believe there's a lot of people that like cut and uncut and stuff like that. And like I feel like there's a lot more lost footage than people think there are when we see the finished product.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But our openers, little hot takes. We're gonna do 3 of them.
Okay. Did you look through yours already? Like
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I just grabbed a bunch because some might be shit and I might not like
it. Alright. I don't even know who that is.
What was it though? I don't know.
I can't get canceled because I don't know who this is. I just know it's a white man. Nicolas Cage is not a bad actor. Who's that?
Know who Nicolas Cage is?
Maybe if I see his face, but I don't know their names. I just know he's white.
I can't even describe his face. He's got that round face, like, and he's always got his hair slicked back. He's got like a nose. A nose.
See, that's me. This is white. It's not white to me.
This is me describing a white person.
I don't know. I don't know when I see him, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is his
He's the one that's always in the just like really actiony movies, like you know how they describe like, what a Michael Bay movie is.
I'm acting like, oh, I know. I'm thinking about 3 different white men right now, so I don't know.
Like, I really can't remember what he's in, but I mean, he is a good actor.
Okay, well, his hot take is... Yeah, no, like, next. Baths are better than showers?
That's disgusting.
See, I must be a nasty bitch. I love a nice hot bubble bath.
That's disgusting. How are you taking your bath, though?
What you mean? Hot. Boiling like a lobster.
Is there preemptive things that happen before this bath?
See, I shower after I get out of the bath. Because here's how I think about it.
I can respect that.
Because you know what? I feel like I didn't just soak in all the dirt and the skin is loose. So now when I want to wash, like when I stand up, I can wash all the soap off. Everything just comes off.
If you're doing like a soap.
Yeah, because I be in the bathtub for a good grip. I have a book, I have a candle, I have a spliff. Like if I'm in the bathtub, I'm vibing.
Because when I was really in my bag in the beer, I used to like have a beer in the shower and shit like that. So like I could understand. That shit feel good, bro. Cold beer in the shower. That shit made me want to go home and shower again.
My brother said that before, and I never understood it. Like, what? Drinking, just standing. Why water just hit? I mean, I guess maybe that sounds. I don't know. No.
Because it's just like there's not many times that like.
I also don't drink beer. I don't get the appeal of it. So it's also like a beer though.
Yeah, but like if I were to go in the shower and drink warm wine, that'd be disgusting. So I
would love that though, low key.
I could definitely tell you right now, on a hot shower, like, see, it's things like this.
I don't mind being in the shower if you're hot and
sexy. Imagine I was on the beach all day.
Yeah.
And I came back from being sandy. I'm on vacation. I'm drinking all day, so I'm drinking a beer in the shower when I get from the beach.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
It's hot.
If I'm leaving the beach, I'm probably not leaving with a glass of wine though. I'm probably leaving with some kind of like.
There's no way I'm drinking wine. I'm drinking a sangria.
Yes, I'm thinking like some kind of cold frozen mixed slushy drink. I'm not drinking like. You don't want wine. I don't want no wine, and I'm definitely not drinking no beer. From Bubble Guts.
Alright, but beer is an acquired taste. I learned this over time.
When I first started
drinking beer, I was like, yeah, this kind of does taste like piss.
No, so I'm not gonna lie.
Gave it like a year of me just not forcing it.
Yeah, but I get you mean.
I also used to like
acclimating.
Yeah, I used to shotgun it. So like I was drinking back when I like started drinking beer. We were drinking beer really quick, so it wasn't fully about the taste. It was just about having something like cold in a can.
I can't even drink it fast, and now you're saying beer. Nah, I can't.
I could definitely clean up like the I don't know 8 ounce. I could definitely drink an 8 ounce can in like less than 3 seconds.
I can't drink shit under 30 seconds. Maybe a sweet tea.
You can drink a sweet tea in under 3 seconds?
I'll chug that. I can't drink that.
As long as it's not sweet enough, yeah. Sweet cold iced tea, I'll back that with no one's business.
I'm not breathing, don't need no...
Straight out the pitcher?
Yes.
Nah, Nah, it's gotta come out that good round picture too.
Yeah,
like
yo,
Ooh, bro, that shit hit different. Is that your favorite drink?
Yeah.
Iced tea?
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, bro. That shit's different, bro.
Mm.
Sweet iced tea is so good. I'm gonna read this one. I don't know how good it'll go. Horoscopes are real and relevant.
They are real.
Let's first start by what are you?
You know what? Guess. Do you believe in that shit before I even ask you to guess? Because if you don't believe in it, you're not gonna know.
It's really weird. I'm the type of person that believes in everything, but I also believe in everything in the way of like only in my realm of perspective.
Yes. Okay.
So the fact that I don't believe it actually describes anyone else's character, but I openly acknowledge the fact that it kind of very well describes mine.
Okay. I guess to answer the question, I believe it's relevant and it's real, but I feel like people make every little thing about horoscopes. He cheated because he's a tourist. Like, he cheated because he wanted to cheat.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's real, but I think it's not relevant. Like, it's not relevant in like you can't actually come up with like a description of someone based off of it. You know what I mean? Like, if I just met you and you told me you were a Gemini, I can't come up with. I can't.
Yeah.
You can't actually use that
Yeah.
to judge them. It may be real. You may like be able to like be like, oh well. The most I'll give you is like, oh well, the last person I dated was a Gemini, and they fit the criteria so well that maybe I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just gonna dibble dabble with you.
Yeah.
Maybe that I can.
That's
tell,
low key how with Virgos, low key, because they all be doing just that shit. So it's kind of hard to just not associate that with the sign in general.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I've met enough Virgos to come up with this, but for some reason I feel like I don't know if it's like the placebo effect of the Gemini in me, but I just feel like Virgos are hot. And I just feel like the scales are hot. Like I just the judgment, like I don't know, it's like a strong presence of opinion. Like I like that, and like I like that in like a counterpart. You know what I mean?
The only times I enjoyed it was in a very toxic situation, so I'm just like, I don't need it.
Judgment and what? Not like judging, because you can judge people and it doesn't have to be negative. You know what I mean? Like, for extreme term, like you could judge from someone for working in a club, but it doesn't really matter, you know?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like, you could still really be a good
person. Like, some of my friends are hoes, and I know they're hoes, but I fuck with them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't judge you, like, live your life, but yeah, I get that.
You know the difference between men and women? It's like, your friends are, like, hoes, and you just look past it, and, like, sometimes my friends are, like, talking to themselves in DMs, and I have to look past it. Because I'm like, dog, like, stand up. Pick yourself up, dog, please.
No.
Because I go out in public with you.
I'm not going to lie, you automatically just look.
Dude.
Yeah.
There's girls in this world that could see you in public and know your face because you've been in their DMs so much. And, like, I just have to sit with that. Like, what if I go to try and mac and now she's like, but that's your friend? Pick yourself up, bro. You're supposed to be like, you're my family, bro. I can't leave you behind, but, bro.
He said, I'm going to do it.
No man left behind, but help me. Help me, because you have me standing looking goofy, bro.
Okay, but what do I give, though?
In what term?
Horoscope.
See, I'm not really that good with which each one is, so I'm just going to make a random guess.
Go for it.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to do 3. I'm going to do...
Okay, top 3.
Pisces, Capricorn, or... I'll go with Cancer. Was it none of those? Damn, that's crazy. Which one is it?
Big Leo, the fuck?
Oh, you don't get... Yo, see, that's the problem. That's why them shits are just not accurate at all.
I don't give Leo?
Nah.
What?
Not to that extent. You give,
that's
like...
That is the first time anyone has ever said that.
But this is the thing. Okay. And I'm going to use anime terms right now. You give awakened Leo, where it's like... Normal Leos are, like, extremely egotistic.
Yeah. Hot-headed.
Like,
yeah.
Where it's like, an awakened Leo, though, just knows who they are. Yeah. They don't need to present it to anyone. They just know who they are, and that is what it is. Which is what you give. It's just, it didn't, like... You're probably the first person that would be a Leo that I would have to, like, give that to.
Thanks.
Sorry, because I'm a Gemini, and... Apparently, I got a reputation, bro. I got ops.
I was about to say, I don't know many Gemini. I think...
Nah, apparently people don't want to know Geminis.
It's alright.
Yeah, but I've also realized that I'm a very big, like... I'm a very big, like, anomaly.
Okay.
For men, specifically. Just because a lot of men are really bad with women at this current time and age. And my brethren, I don't want to hurt you, but you know what's crazy? I didn't actually acknowledge that you were reaching for your tea. But all I'm gonna say at this point in time is, man, you gotta fix up, cause you got me out here listening to horror stories like it's soap operas, bro. Like I've been genuinely entertained with some of the stuff that
I'm gonna let you handle the scoldings, cause you know I get on you on Instagram. I'm gonna let you have it.
Yeah, that's the Leo in you. You'll crucify someone for your male friends. Do you discipline your male friends?
You like discipline them?
I'm just saying, like some girls have male friends and they just want to do whatever they want.
I don't feel like I have to, cause I don't be like, oh, they know better. But like, I don't be having no problems with my male friends. Like, yeah, they come correct, I guess. Do you mean discipline them?
No, it's just like even men have to like discipline men. You feel me? Like people don't really discipline their friends like that. I'm guilty of it sometimes. Like sometimes it's just
I'm gonna tell them about
their
stuff, but like I also I don't feel like anyone that I'm around like enough to say that that's my friend ever really been some shit for real anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you
keep good people around you. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I let toxic people hang around for too long just because it's kind of... I need to mix up everything.
I don't. You got one time and I'm like, yeah, no, red flag, got to go.
No, after you're one, you're gone. But like, I'll sit here and watch for a little bit, you know?
And you know what? Yeah, I get that. I see that.
My thing is, like, there's not many people that could actually do me harm because I don't really give the people that much power.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't really have to worry about where I'm going to be when this is finished.
I feel a sneeze.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's gone.
All right.
Is that the trick? Or were you trying to count down until my sneeze?
I had no intention, honestly. You said I was going to sneeze, so I counted.
Oh, okay.
Whatever was going to happen at the end of the count was just whatever was going to happen. Alright. Billionaires shouldn't exist. Makes no sense, I guess. What? Sock, shoe?
Should billionaires exist, though? To be honest...
Degenerate.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not really your fucking option. Like,
yeah, I was like
that's why the question doesn't make sense. Like, that nigga worked hard and you didn't. Like, what do you mean? Are they supposed to exist?
Like, I'm
that
supposed
sounds
to
like the question
give all the money away because you know what I mean? Like, I just,
Bro, I promise you, if I made $1 billion fucking dollars,
like,
y'all maybe's getting $200K.
No, literally, like.
I made this.
We met.
It's not even like I got blessed.
Like, yes, I would love help from the
billionaires,
but it's also like, that ain't.
If you're a billionaire that got like free money, put some of
that
back into society. Do something because like you don't need all of it, but like if I genuinely work myself up from 0 to billion, like,
I deserve that shit.
Don't come for me.
Yeah.
Don't come for me.
Let me want it.
Or I'll buy someone to come for you. Because I have that money now.
Okay, go on.
I don't think there's anyone on this planet that puts sock shoe, so I'm not really going to go for that.
Psychopathic you could do.
Because, like, if you really think about it, bro, that's opening yourself up to, like, if I have to run, I'd rather have one sock or both socks. Or
yeah.
I would never want to have like one sock and one shoe. You know what I mean? Like,
nah.
That's completely off balance.
Yeah. Do you ever wear like your shoes without socks? I'm not talking like Croc, like raw dog shoe.
So disgusting.
Yeah, I be feeling like
and it hurts.
I feel like that's the equivalent of like wearing jeans without underwear. Like my foot just feels so just
as a man
raw dogged. What?
As a man?
No.
It's such a dangerous game to wear jeans and not like wear boxers.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say like, oh, it's free. I was gonna say no, please not in jeans.
No, I don't ever go commando. That's not. I just feel like that's like my uncle at the corner shop with gray sweatpants. No, that's disgusting. What do you? Hey, we kind of look good in that light though.
I ain't even mad at it. I really not.
Yeah, you feel me? Go ahead, that though.
No.
Alright, we're back in the light. Now you can see me. The hot take was trauma makes you funnier, which is 100%
no,
true.
Big facts.
Because when you
my
go through
personality's trauma.
Yeah, when you go through trauma, you just eventually you learn to laugh at life, and that's the key to being funny. Is just laughing at like real things. Alright, we'll do one last one. Whoever is good first. What you got?
Nah, shit. Growing up in the suburbs is better than growing up in the city. Where'd you grow up?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, okay, that's a good one for the last one. Fuck the rest of these.
I was like, I can't be fucking that question.
Growing up in the it said suburbs is better than city?
Yeah.
I would disagree.
I have to think about my answer.
I'm gonna give my reason after you get your answer.
Okay. I have my answer.
Go.
Oh, I have to full on walk through mine first, or just say what my answer is.
Oh yeah, you could go ahead because I'll remember mine.
Okay, because I'm gonna forget mine.
Go ahead.
I would say living in the suburbs is better. I grew up mostly in the suburbs, and then like I moved to the city as an adult, and like definitely part about that I didn't like was one like inevitable shit. One bill.
What was the city you were in?
Hartford.
Yeah,
no.
Possibly one of the worst cities you could have been in.
But it's like it had little things that I really liked about it. So I'm like, yeah, fuck the suburbs. Like the city is where it's at, but it's also like at the end of the day, what am I working for? I don't want to live in the city. I'm eventually gonna go back to the suburbs. No, I'm not.
What was it that like?
To like an island, but.
What would you say are the three things that kind of pushed you out to be like, yeah, this isn't where I'm gonna like finally settle. Like I would never want to finally settle down in the city.
Oh, the city. Neighbors, just people. I don't like. Hey, I don't like neighbors.
Apartment living is.
You know what I mean? Like fucking boo, bro.
Yeah, there's not many options other than apartment living in the city.
So I'd say like neighbors, noise, the dangers that come with it. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't. Bugs in the crib, I don't like that. I never had no roaches, thank God. But like, I'm just like, I don't feel like I've ever seen so many bugs. Wait, what's her? Like, yeah, we have like little house spiders, ants.
Yeah, but that's like the same as the suburbs. I feel like it's dependent on.
You know what I mean? Like that's why I don't want to like say, oh, that's a city shit. But I didn't experience that till I lived in the city. Like I had mice. Like I've never seen a mouse in my life.
You'll definitely get.
And I'm looking like, what? Nah, I didn't like that.
I definitely see more mouse in the suburbs though. I see like.
I saw more like raccoons and shit.
Rats. To be fair, I was on a high floor in an apartment, so I probably had less rodents, but. I would more see them on the street.
Okay.
Than like in houses.
Okay.
I think eventually, like, maybe because it lends New York to have trash on the street, but
it's.
Yeah, they migrate outside. I feel like it's because animals are smart enough to know where food is easiest.
Yeah,
and going into people's apartments is not the best option. Like, it's better to just, especially when...
In the city, it's a lot closer, you know what I mean? Like, there's more options in smaller areas, whereas, like, suburbs, you kind of, like, you got gaps in between each of the houses, you know what I mean? That's bad work. Yeah, you know what I mean?
For me, I know I probably had less rodents because I lived in Harlem, so it was, like, it's not the food district, really.
Okay.
So it's, like, even for trash and stuff like that, like, I feel like you just have more rodents, like, downtown, where there's trash to be sifting through and shit like that.
Okay.
But, like, bugs, I get bugs.
Like, I was downtown. I went to Texas, right? Downtown? Roaches crawling on the buildings. Like, yeah, this is normal. Oh. Big old BBL looking ass grasshoppers. Big BBL roaches. Just hopping around. And they're like, well, you know, it's construction site. It's warm and humid. I'm like, this is normal? Just because it's downtown? I think I'm all set.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I live on the outskirts so I can visit y'all, but...
So my answer was, I realized it's kind of, I see the benefits in both because I definitely like both. It's like when you grow up in the city, it's very nice because, like, it's a lot nicer to be from the city than to move there because cities get that suburb vibe with more people. So it's like...
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the one thing I did like about this city. Even though I hated neighbors, per se, it did feel more of a community. Because I grew up...
Yeah.
I didn't talk to my neighbors. I couldn't tell you their names or nothing. Like,
and obviously,
you don't never see them bringing their groceries in. At least in an apartment, we both struggle with our groceries. It's like, bitch, you felt that. You know what I mean? Like,
things are a little different now because, like, I just feel like our generation is... With social media and shit, we don't do shit like... I was talking about this with a customer the other day, where, like, that suburb mindset where we didn't have access to the internet and you just knew the people in your area. Mm-hmm. So it's like you would talk to everyone and know everyone in your street and shit like that. And it's like that's what I miss from the city, which was like my grandma's apartment in New York that we had. It was like everyone on the floor knew each other. There were times when doors were just open and people were just talking, going through. Maybe we're all cleaning or some shit like that. And even like, bro, New York be so like, because I never had a fire escape. But that was something I always wanted. Because niggas would just be sitting there chilling on the fire escapes and shit like that during the summertime. But still, like, opening up the floor and stuff and just everyone knowing each other, like, to this day, like, the people that lived in the apartments, like, we still have contact with. Like, Miss Williams died, sad, but Kim, like, the neighbor right across the hall, Kim, I was like, they used to be like, oh, that's my little girlfriend. Because when I was younger, I would just go sleep at her house and shit. Like, she was the best, bro. I would go over her house and just watch, like, Dave the Barbarian. Or I think it's David the Jungle. I don't know. But it was a Boomerang show.
I feel like this is like triggering the deep recesses of my memory because I know what you're talking about.
The intro was like Dave the Jungle.
Watch out for that tree. Yeah.
That was my shit. She'd be slumped, knocked the fuck out of the bed, bro, and I'm just on the other side, like, yeah.
That was the show,
like,
yo.
It was like a sleepover, really, for me, because like, I didn't back then in New York. I didn't have like friends really like that. Because, like, I hadn't fully started going to school.
I'm sorry, I got it.
We need that, though. People need to have a sense of community. The internet, I think that's one of the biggest downsides of the internet is it just ruins sense of community because when everyone has access to everyone in the world, we don't really care as much about the people in our immediate area. Mm-hmm. I think that's why I like my job. Because it's just like I just be seeing people in the city. Like, at their residence, just... chilling.
Yeah, that's
chilling
nice.
And living life.
I feel like social media also, like, oh God, I'm not even trying to go deep into that conversation, but, like, it's part of the reason, like, relationships don't work nowadays, because now people think they have, like, infinite access to all these people, but it's like, you're also welcoming more problems you didn't fucking need, because you thought, oh, there's always an X, and it's like...
The plague of the abundant mindset.
Yeah, like...
That's a topic from, like, them Fresh and Fit motherfuckers. Like,
no facts.
All them guy podcasts, they always act like it's just women who have, like, an abundant mindset. It's like, it's kind of all of our generation that is like suffering from the abundant mindset, because it is like the way I look at it, there with the women I've known, I could have I definitely could marry and just like live my life out with them, but there's also a second part of me that's like, but I never know who I'm gonna meet.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like mine is tame, where it's like in my mind I'm only thinking about people I'm meeting. I travel and do a bunch of different stuff, so it's like, to me, I don't like the concept of having a relationship right now. Whether it's like I want to meet a different person, or it's like it's just I'm not really a relationship mindset.
You know what? And it's like I feel you 100%, but then I also get this part of my head where it's like, am I holding out, or am I just young? Like who said I'm supposed to be married at this age, or no? Like,
I don't think anyone has to get married.
You know, I mean, yeah, no facts, but it's
I'm pretty sure there's enough of us in this world now that we
my brain not even fully developed yet. I'm supposed to pick my life partner already, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's like a difference between picking your life partner and like
settling. Like, oh, you was alright. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Settling is just not something. I'd rather be alone.
No, literally, because I love my alone time. I'd be alright.
I'll adopt a little Nigerian baby.
Honestly, though, I would love to adopt. And honestly, I would have a whole shit ton of animals. I'm not gonna lie.
I will have animals, but I'm not.
I'm not an
adoption person.
You're not an adoption person?
Nah, my seed's gotta be my seed.
Y'all, he just told me I should have stayed in the fucking orphanage.
Hey, bro,
that's what you just said.
There's more people out here. There's more people out here. Someone will pick you up, cuz. This ain't gonna be me.
He said, I don't want no rescue.
Yeah. The craziest thing is, I think I said something like that at work. I think I said, like, I don't want no secondhand baby. Nah, bro. Orphans are great, though. Like, it's just, for me, I just want one that's, like, actually, like, me. In, like, you know, like, I want to, like, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
Like, it is and it isn't. Like,
yeah, it's okay.
An orphan, to me, is, like, no different than, like, me taking care of someone else's kid. Until 10 years goes by, yeah, like, you're my kid, you feel me? But, like, you're not me.
So, like, 6 years in, it's like, nah, you ain't made your quota yet. You need to put it 4 years in.
6 years, I'm like, we really not syncing up like that. You're gonna have to go back. I think I'm gonna trade up. How long was the warranty on this one?
Not the warranty.
Nah, I think orphans shouldn't have to be paid for, though.
Shouldn't have to be.
Yeah, like, I hate that the government kind of just takes advantage of orphans.
Oh, yeah, no, facts.
Humans have a tendency to try and find profit in everything, and it's like really obnoxious, because it's like, just give the kid to someone. Like, after the whole screening process, like, come on now. There's no reason that people should be, like, financially worrying about if they can adopt a kid or not, because it's charity, bro. Like, the kid needs a family. Like, it's not just like, it's not about the parents. It's about the kids that are orphans and don't have parents. They have a certain amount of time before they can't experience this childhood anymore. So it's like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't put a price tag on that. What you thinking?
Because now I'm also kind of conflicted on that. Because, like, wow. You know, when you start talking about shit, you realize your brains kind of change from what you guys thought. I was like, yeah, no, like, oh, you shouldn't get paid for that, boo. Like, if you can't afford a kid, like, why you adopting one? But I'm also like, damn, so, like, imagine, like, there's this country, right, and there's mad orphans there. And there's niggas in that country, like, yeah, I would love to raise a kid. I just don't have the money. But if y'all help me, I would definitely. You know what I mean?
There's definitely plenty of people that don't get to adopt just because they don't have the money at the time.
And it's like, I'm not sure if I should say, like, well, you're poor, so you shouldn't have a kid. But it's also like...
You gotta remember, though, it's not just normal money. Like, that's why I say the government is taking advantage, because there's fees and stuff. There's stuff that isn't actually feasible.
Yeah.
To be fair, you're paying the orphanage to keep the orphanage afloat.
Yeah. Not the...
Why are orphanages not already paid for? This is like a school. This isn't something that should have to be funded. Like, this is a institution that should always be a thing. It's like a fucking library, bro.
Yeah.
Why are we're still paying to store books, but we're not paying to store kids? I'm just saying. I think we prioritize the wrong things sometimes.
Yeah, you know.
To be fair, knowledge is useful, but we have the internet now, and you can't really store a human body on the internet, so. I'd adopt a kid. I'd adopt a kid just purely for the sake of the fun of it.
So what if little nigga's not fun? Like, what if you get like one that's like...
The fuck is he gonna do? Be traumatized?
I was literally gonna say, like, what if you get one that's traumatized?
Well, he's not special education. Like, it's just trauma. He'll get over it.
But, like, do you think you have, like...
the facilities to help a traumatized kid? All I have to do is love him. I promise you right now, all people.
But, like,
who are
what if his trauma is like, I don't know, like,
the worst.
He'd be running away or like breaking shit. Like, what if it's like a chaotic like? Do you think you got the patience and resilience to like work through all of that?
No, I think the question is, does he have the? Is he gonna learn before he is taken off this planet? Is really the question. Because you can run as many times as you want, and I can find you as many times as I want, but no one's in control of what happens to you in between that time. Because I'm just going to tell you flat out, bro, like, I'm not raising you to put yourself in danger, and you are choosing to. So what happens to you now really
you know what?
It's out of my hands.
Okay.
It's out of my hands what happens to you now. So you can either stay for dinner or you can run. Like,
okay,
I don't know what else. It's like an animal.
That's fair.
It's like an animal. If you had a stray and he kept running from you, all you would have to do was put a food bowl out, and he'd keep coming back, and eventually on the 5th week, if that's how long it takes, he'd stay on the porch and just wait for you to feed him. People just don't have patience to actually let trauma heal. Like, I'm a firm believer that time does essentially heal most things. Like, it essentially heals everything. You're gonna get over it. You just need to be in a place where you can get over it. There's not a lot of like traumatized people that have. Once you're traumatized, you then get thrust into life and you still have no support system. So it's like trying to untrauma yourself in a harsh environment. Trauma is like, you need like a womb to get through trauma. That's all.
You are preaching to the fucking choir. I'm gonna cry because like no, everything you said was like I couldn't have articulated that better. Like, yeah.
And I don't even know if I'm traumatized. No, I do know I have like a bit because I think it's linked to my memory. I think when I get traumatized, I erase memories.
Oh, that's the thing. I have that. It's called dissociative amnesia. Yeah.
That's like the simple, and I think that's like a very common, like very, very common thing for kids to do. But as I got older, I just would remember. It's like I would remember things when I could understand them and like be cool with them.
Yeah.
Because like there's moments, and especially because a lot of my trauma isn't stuff that happened to me. A lot of my trauma is from watching things happen to other people.
Okay.
So it's like, I guess as a kid I would just disassociate because I just didn't have the emotions to like, you guys are going through extreme emotions and I genuinely, I'm not really an emotional person and I think as a kid I never was either. So it's like, I didn't have the emotions to even understand or get what's going on here or why you guys are so distressed. So it's like this is just another day in the office, I guess. It's good though.
I'm not gonna lie, you're like low key unpacking a lot for me right now, cause I feel like you just articulated
sometimes
what my siblings probably periods. Like, I grew up in a very abusive house, but it was never taken out fully on my siblings. Not the same way, and like it kind of put like a wedge between us. But we're kind of in a space now where like reconnecting, like we're kind of talking about things, and it's come to my attention they don't fully. I don't say remember things how I do, but like they weren't aware how deep.
Older than them?
I was older than my brother by a year, and then my younger brother by like 8 years. So like.
Yeah, and the thing is, trauma makes you grow up quick.
Yeah.
So it's like when it's actually happening to you, you're growing up and reacting to the situation.
Yeah. So it's like there are certain things I'll be telling them, oh, this happened, or they're like, what? Our parents did that? When it? I'm like, bro, he was there. So like now that you're saying that, it's like they're not gonna connect the same way just because they were there and they saw it because it wasn't them. And I never fully clicked that until I just heard you like fully articulate that. I'm like, oh, so that's what they was trying to tell me. Okay. Yeah,
it's not the same. Like, because it's like for my older brother, like for some reason he just was like the target for abuse from like my little brother's father. And it's like, I don't know if this like kind of started to like affect me in a way, but it was almost like I was very invisible to a lot of like outside sources in the family. Like my little brother's dad, it's almost like he hated my older brother, but it's almost like he didn't even acknowledge me. And like it's great because I didn't get my ass beat, but like at the same time it's like I think I kind of just grew up in a way of like
how many siblings do you have?
Invisibility. 3 technically. Like there's 4 of us. I have 2 younger ones that have the same dad, and then me and my older brother have different dads. But like I'm the only one that never actually knew my dad or had any interaction with him. So it's like all I know is my mom. That's like the main difference between me and my brothers. Is like my older brother is like traumatized from his dad. He's also traumatized from my little brother's dad. I was kind of just an innocent bystander. Like there was a time where like my brother got basically kidnapped by his dad, and like I think my mom dropped me with my aunt or something. One thing, okay, this is a crazy bit that like I didn't realize until later in my life, but there was a lot of times I was sent to North Carolina, probably because it was just more convenient. Because now that I think about it, between dealing with my little brothers and dealing with my older brother's father at times, it's like I was such an anomaly, really. And it's like, I just had to be like out the way.
Okay.
And I get it because it made it easier for my mom. And it made my life lit. I fucking love North Carolina.
Okay.
But it's just funny when you think of it like, when you're older, and I'm like, dang, like, motherfucker I was living life up on the cul-de-sac, and my brother was kidnapped, bro.
Oh, man. Hey, man. Sorry, man.
To be fair, karma hit me, because this is a random funny story, I don't know why, I just remembered.
Go on.
When I was a kid, and I used to spend summers in North Carolina, my aunt lived on a cul-de-sac. I played a lot. I played by myself a lot as a kid. Did you move around a lot?
No.
I think it's between me, like, because I spent summers in North Carolina, I never, like, actually spent summers with my friends in school. So it's almost like I was a traveling kid. So it's like I was always playing by myself, but I was playing by myself and riding my scooter down the hill, and I fell. And I literally scraped, like, half of my face off. Like, it was crazy, bro. And I was, like, running to my aunt. And my aunt was like, damn, cuz, like, I ain't gonna hold you. This gonna hurt. And she, like, poured peroxide on my face. It was wild. The way I think about it now, because I can't remember, because it's probably too traumatic of pain for my child brain, but I just imagine, like, when your face is melting off and it's steaming.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. imagining.
That's what I imagined when she was pouring it on my face. I'm like Two-Face and shit like that. Nah. I was so scared my skin was gonna get fucked up. Could you imagine, bro? Thank God I was like 6 years old or some shit, bro. Thank God I was young and fresh. Because if that would happen now, bro,
he said my skin not gonna bounce back the same.
Bro, I didn't.
No, honestly, that's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. Just saying because low key though, cause like I'm so happy. I'm not no ugly motherfucker. Cause God forbid, God forbid, please God forbid something ever happened to my face. Like really, dude, fuck. I can't. I'm not mature enough to just be like, oh, self love. I would, bro. Nah.
I'd wake up every day in the mirror and cry, bro. Every time I get out the shower, bro, I just cry, bro.
I would hate to be a...
Motherfuckers would be getting in the car with my friends, like, yeah, we gonna go on a mission, bro. Y'all is driving, I'm on the window with my hand up.
Like, just you're gonna live the rest of your life knowing if you ever have friends, like, or go for a link up, you're gonna be the one time when you got a friend for my friend. Ugly, you're gonna be the friend that, like, the bitch is gonna take one for the team.
Yeah,
you are
bro.
Like,
shout out to people with scars on their faces that ain't doing that kind of thing.
No.
Because it is fucked, but, like, dog. Because like, the thing is, anyone can recover in reality. I knew a dude who, like, he had a dog bite on his face, and I used to think it was so fucked, but, like, he had girls. It is what it is. You move. It couldn't be me, though.
Go back. Like, shout out to y'all. Like, y'all some, amen, showing
your confidence is different.
I love it. Mwah, no bars. But me,
confidence
personally,
is different. I am very okay with the small scars I have on my face. I'm okay.
Yeah, I can always like little shit.
Yeah, like
a little battle scar. But if it looked like all my life I had to fight in that scar, nah.
No. It's like I've been fighting my brothers in the dog pound
like,
and shit.
Yeah.
You know those
like,
dogs
I'm
that just got the bit up cheeks?
Nah. Like, nah. Mm-mm.
You know the dogs at the pound that got the bit up cheeks?
Yeah. No, I don't want to look, no.
Shout out pit bulls, you cute little babies.
I want a pit bull so bad.
I miss my pit bull. That was the one. We had like dogs when I was a kid, but I had my own dog, like raised blood and shit like that. It's one of the few times in my life, like, I think it's one of the few times in my life I forgot to think about my own morals in a situation.
What do you mean?
Like, it was like I forgot that because I had gotten a dog with my ex and then we broke up and she wanted to take the dog. So, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of break up like a girl does. How they say, like, they like mentally check out. Yeah. So, like, when I knew she was gonna take the dog, I had to mentally check myself out. And that hurt me way more than breaking up with her. Like, that hurt me.
Oh, man.
Bro, like, I had to check out to the
point
where
I
said, oh my God. Oh my God. I was actually a bad father. That's crazy. I've experienced being a bad father before because I genuinely started to, like, hate him. I checked myself out so bad that I genuinely started to hate him. Because it was so hard for me to show him because he loved me so much. He loved me more than, like, shout out you, but he loved me way more.
That's a cool song. Fuck you, like, bitch. No, I'm playing. I'm kidding. Just kidding. I don't know who you is.
Nah, the dog. It is what it is. Like, fuck you, but it is what it is. But nah, it hurt me because, like, I was conflicted because I wanted to show him love, but he loved me so much that if I show him love, when he shows me love back, like I like it's like I have imposter syndrome. Yeah. Because I'm literally
I'm leave you, bro.
Disconnected and abandoning you already, like, and I hated that feeling. I hate it. That's the same feeling that pushes me to break up with people. Like, I can't sit in this farce. Like, I'm not coming home every day.
All right,
like,
so question. You think you could, like, date a woman with kids then? Following that same logic? Because think about it. You have to break up with a whole human being.
What?
Like, could you date, like, women with kids?
Because it has to do with the breakup.
Because think about it. Like, it's going to be hard to, like, leaving one with kids, no?
Oh, you're saying it would be hard to leave the kid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first
like,
off,
following that logic, do you think you could date one with kids? Because the same logic.
There's 2 points to this. First off, I don't really date with the intention. I don't really think about failure when I date. Which serves me well and serves me bad at the same time.
Fair.
Second point is...
Damn, I hope nobody thinks I'm comparing their kids to dogs. I'm not saying that, but, you know.
Kids are literally like dogs, so it's genuine. I'll say it right to their face. Like, your kid is it's no different from having a dog. It may be an animal, but if you have them, especially if they're young enough, you will develop a maternal bond for them. It's the same thing I had for my dog, bro. My dog damn near could understand everything that I said. Okay. Just because I was able to, like, I understand, like, the tones and stuff with dogs and, like, just speaking. I don't know. Me and animals we're different.
Okay.
We're different. Like, I can communicate with animals very well. So it's like, also people need to train their fucking dogs, bro. Some people don't train their dogs, and training your dog probably does actually help develop their mental state.
I believe it is.
Because it got to the point where I didn't have to actually say commands to him. I could just speak to him, and he knows what I'm intending for him to do. You know?
Okay.
He was an absolutely amazing dog when I heard her fly. But I don't even remember where I was at in this. I get lost. I love that little motherfucker, bro. I love that dog, bro. That's what I was saying. It just really is like one of the biggest regrets in my life. It's probably my only regret in my life is because it got so, like, strained between me and him. It's so crazy how it's like, in my mind, this relationship is no different between me and a human.
Aww.
Like, I swear to God, like, the way I'm like, I know our relationship was straight, bro. The way you're sitting on the other side of the room staring at me, and I hate being stared at. It's one of my, like, biggest pet peeves.
Immediately goes to my fault.
No, it's not.
No,
like,
I know.
It's because it's almost like I can feel the intention behind the stare.
Okay.
So, and 95% of stares.
It's not.
Yeah, like.
Okay.
Nasty. So it's like, not nasty, but they're for a weird intention.
Yeah.
And for the intention of my dog, he was staring at me because he wanted me to. But I don't want to. So I'm like, move to that side of the room where you can't see me type shit. And then, I hate myself. It was this disgusting time.
Oh, man.
But, hey, man, we move. Hopefully he's still chilling. People come and go, right?
Yeah, fuck them. I don't want to get into that stage.
Yeah, that was
I'm not
depressing.
ready.
That's
like,
crazy.
now I'm thinking about my life and shit. I'm like, man.
I'm not even sad over it anymore. I swear, there's few times in my life where I genuinely feel emotion, and that is one of those few times.
Oh.
That's like emotion that will, like, never leave my system.
That must be really, like, I don't know if I want to say that must be nice. Because my emotions, I feel everything strongly. So it's like, I don't know.
Everything is really dull to me. Like, even my first familial death was, like, dull.
Nah. I could have handled it well, but I took it really rough.
I got blessed with mine.
My grandpa, and I just, nah.
Yeah, I got blessed with mine. Like, grandma lived long, happy life, chilling, went out on some good shit. Like, so I was like, I don't know. I don't really think it. For me, I think I spent so much time preparing myself mentally for death that I stopped looking at death as a bad thing. I only look at, I can just tell the difference between a good death and a bad death.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, some people, all death is bad.
Yeah.
But, like,
yeah, I'm not scared of death, but the process of dying, I don't want it to be painful. Like.
Yeah, like, it doesn't have to be painful. I feel like people often think it's always a painful thing to die. It's like,
it's like, nah, like, I'm not saying I want to die. Like, it's my time to peace out. Like, it's alright. I ain't, you know.
I'm hoping by the time I'm, like, still fresh, they got bionics and stuff. I ain't trying to die. That sound boring.
No, Heavy on You sound boring as fuck.
What I'm finna watch? I can't watch on TV.
But it's also like, okay, but nah, bro. It's a lot to live now. You know what I mean? Like, let's say like some super bionic pestilence comes and now like everyone's turned into zombies, I promise you, I'm not fighting tooth and nail to survive. Like, this is already bullshit
that's
here.
That's the difference. I'm fighting for fun.
Low key, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It's also like I can't go like a bitch though. I'm a fight though. But it's not even fully like FOMO. But it's also like y'all not gonna take me out like that. I don't know.
There's a large part of me.
I don't know.
There's a large part of me that kind of wishes I wasn't born in an era of peace. And I understand that a lot of people with anxiety don't believe that we live in an era of peace. But I don't even know if I should take the time to describe this because that's a long philosophy.
Go.
But
I'm down.
No. I've definitely watched a couple of animes that the storyline involved an era of peace being a bad thing. And not a bad thing, but it actually causes more problems than people think it does. And what I basically mean is like, back when World War was a thing in World War II, even though we were at war with the world, the smaller communities were brought together. And it's just like, even if we're not talking war, conflict normally brings humans together. So it's like the fact that we've now been in an era of peace for so long, where it's just like, we're not having big conflicts, we're like arguing over small social media topics. I think that's a big reason why people argue so heavily now, is because we need that war, which is good because it's just conversation for stuff like that. It's very good just to have a back and forth, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like when humans kind of, imagine this, like in nature there's no peace.
Yeah.
There's no peace in nature. At any given moment someone can yank you up and that's the end of your shit. Mm-hmm. So animals are constantly like look at your cat. Animals are in a constant state of anxiety. And it's not always a bad thing.
Yeah, it's pretty survival.
Yeah, it's for your survival. And I think a lot of people don't realize that we're having a very high rise in anxiety in people now. And it's because we were in a time of peace. And the time of peace is being disrupted by our ability to see everything on the internet and see all these tragedies and stuff. So now now that everyone can see it, we're all thinking like, oh, the world is so dangerous, this, that, and the third. Even though, let's say, these people getting beheaded happened across the world overseas, since we're seeing it, we're becoming fearful as if it's right next to us. And so now, since we've been in a time of peace and we haven't experienced like anxiety kind of like that, now it's like everyone who gets born is like heavily anxious and we don't know how to deal with it. And I'm like, bro, it's just a part of nature. You're anxious because the world has always been dangerous. We just forgot about it for a little bit. We want peace, like you can't actually have peace.
Okay.